So yeah, the Pittsburgh Penguins, I hate to say it, kind of suck right now. Not a good start to the season, 3-6 record. I know it's early, I'm not freaking out about it, but they're dead last in the Metropolitan. And while the goals for is not the issue, you're having your superstars like Malkin and Crosby still producing. Guys you brought in the offseason like Riley Smith and Carlson have 7 and 6 points respectfully. All the key names like Gensel, Rust, they're producing. Your top 6 is producing, and your offensively gifted D-men like Carlson and Letang are putting points on the board. But the Penguins' issue isn't offense. While I think the fourth line needs to give you some type of production, like Nieto, Achari, and Carter having 0 points on the season is worrying, you have enough offense with the top 2 and the third line looking good in that last game where you should be getting more wins than you are. When it comes down to it, when I'm watching the Pittsburgh Penguins, there's some really poor defensive play in their own end. Now, they'll hem the opposition in their own zone, and it's a thing of beauty to watch, but as soon as the opposing team goes into the Penguins' end, it feels like they just don't know how to play defense certain games, and they allow too many high-scoring opportunities against them. It's inexcusable. I'll just be very frank. The Penguins are far better than what they're playing like right now. My one worry, though, is Tristan Jarry. 7 games played, 2 wins, 5 losses, a 2.84 goals against average, an 893 save percentage. That game they lost against the Ducks was rough, like Mason McTavish on a breakaway with 13 seconds left in regulation to win it on a shorthanded goal. You can't let that happen. I'm not going to blame Jarry on that, but Jarry also has some blame to go around as well. He's lit in some softies. And with your backup Nedeljkovic with 2 games played, a 1-1 record, and 914 save percentage at 3.01 goals against average, you can't rely on a Nedeljkovic or Hellberg to take a bulk of your games. You need Jarry to rise above some poor performances. That is what the elite goalies in this league do. He's getting paid $5.375 million per year. He's gotta produce. He's not solely to blame here. The defensive breakdowns for the Penguins are inexcusable, but he needs to be better. So do I believe the Penguins will finish dead last in the Metro? I don't foresee that happening. I think the Penguins are better than the Blue Jackets right now, the Flyers and the Capitals, and offensively have more to give than the Islanders. The Pens still have a lot of offensive punch. They just need to play better in their own end. And for the love of God, watch the transition. The Pens have been getting burnt on breakaways thus far this season. You cannot allow that to happen. While Pittsburgh fans are not happy, and they have every right not to be happy, there's still a lot of talent on this roster. They have guys like Crosby and Malkin who have won multiple cups. You bring in Riley Smith, who just won a cup last year. Erik Karlsson is a terrific offensive D-man. You have a lot of firepower. If they just play more responsible in their own end, the Penguins are going to be a very dangerous team to play against. It's early, I don't like to jump to conclusions, but if this trend continues and the Penguins keep losing games and digging themselves a huge hole, it will be very difficult for them to get a playoff spot. I'd like to know your thoughts down below. What do the Penguins need to do to start winning some games? I'm Captain Paul. I'll see you in the next one.
Mason McTavish on a breakaway in, scores!